All right, wedding rights. Welcome back to another episode of The Ugly Inside. Today I'm joined by a very special guest, Robbie from Arsenal Fan TV, where we're going to preview the big match on Tuesday where the Saints travel up to the Emirates. How we doing, mate?
Real good, real good. Better than I was on Boxing Day, anyway.
Cool. Let's kick things off then. You know, for the viewers at home, what sort of form are Arsenal in at the moment?
Um, you know what? It hasn't been great, really, because we've had a series of hard games. Where we had obviously Chelsea, which is a team that we're a bit like you lot away. We never seem to beat Chelsea. We had that bad game against them where we were down to 10 men and they beat us. Before that, we drew away to Stoke, which is another place that we do really badly at normally. So, I suppose not a bad point, but we didn't win. And the same with Liverpool, another hard place to go to away. We got a draw there. So it's not been disastrous, but we haven't been on great form in the league. But it's good to get a win in the FA Cup against Burnley. We've been doing really well in the Championship, so it wasn't an easy game. So, I think going into the game against Southampton, there's quite a lot of optimism that, we sort of turn in the corner and we can start to get back to winning ways.
Now, would you say the FA Cup or Cup games are a bit of a distraction for the Premier League? What sort of team can we expect to see set up against Saints?
I think you'll see a really strong team because one of the good things is there's quite a few players now coming back. Some of the players that were missing when we played you the first time around. I think when we played you on Boxing Day, I think we kind of made a bit of error in the team selection in that we had a really hard game on the Monday before that where we played Man City and they gave everything in that game and we beat Man City. But then we went into the game against you guys with exactly the same team. And I could see, like not an excuse, but I could see in the second half that some of those players were wilting a bit. But one of the good things is there's a lot of players coming back now. Alexis Sanchez is back. He scored in the FA Cup against Burnley, so that's a good sign. Francis Coquelin came back in that game. He's been vitally important for us. He was missing in that game. So now we've got like those guys coming back. We've also got options off the bench, which is something that we haven't had against Liverpool, against Stoke. We didn't, basically it was that 11 that was playing and that was it. After that, we just had like defenders on the bench. So there's options on the bench. And even though I think it will, it's not going to be an easy game, but we've got a good record against Southampton at home. And I think those players will be wanting revenge. The fans will want revenge as well, because that was a horrible.
It ruined your Christmas, right?
Yeah, I wouldn't say it ruined my Christmas, but it didn't. It came just after Christmas, so it weren't too bad. You know what I mean? And then you know what? We had a game quickly after that, so it was. We were able to I think we have Newcastle after that. I think so we were able to kind of get it out of our system with a win there, but it weren't good. It weren't good.
Now, I was saying to the chaps earlier on in our own match preview, I said that Mesut Ozil is the key man for Arsenal at the moment. Everything's going through him. I think he's top of the table on the assists, 16 assists, about 5 or 6 more than the next person on the list. But who would you say is your biggest threat?
Coming from your team?
For you.
Well, I've looked at Mane. He's always looked a dangerous player on the counter attack because of his pace and his directness, and it's a player that I really like, and I think we're going to have to watch him, definitely. Also, I think Wanyama, I think these guys, there's like, we hear all the rumours about them wanting to move, and it's like they're auditioning when they're playing against us and put in some of their best performances. But Wanyama, I thought in the game against us, he was like a beast in the midfield. He dominated us in the midfield. So those are the guys that, and then obviously Charlie Austin, he's going to be back playing against Arsenal in London. He's going to want to get one over. He scored against Manchester United. But I think we're a different kettle of fish than Man United. We're not just going to, I don't think we'll just be sitting off and just trying to just have possession without doing much with the ball like at Man United. I think you'll find a different Arsenal to what you played at St Mary's. We're really determined to win.
Now, in the Boxing Day fixture, Wanyama had Ozil in his pocket. Do you think it'll be much of a midfield battle again this time round?
I don't think he'll have Ozil in his pocket in this game. Ozil will be up for that game. As I said, I thought Ozil in that game was running on empty after the, in the Man City game where he was a man of the match. He was awesome in that game. But I think, Ozil didn't play in the FA Cup game. And you guys got away with quite a few things on that day as well. Three of those girls were offside. I felt that the referee allowed a very, you guys to be very physical on us in that game. It's going to be different at the Emirates. You got a lot of hometown decisions that day. So, as I said, it's not an excuse because you did batter us. But it's going to be. I think we're looking at a different game completely this time.
How important is the game for us? Is it must-win?
Yeah, I think it's a must-win. Listen, if we lose the game, it'd be really bad for morale. If we draw the game, it's not the end of the world. But if we really trying to make a statement to say that we want to win this title this year, we need to win that game. We need to be beating Southampton at home. Got a good record against you guys at home. It's sort of games you look at and you think Southampton at home should be winning those games if you want to win the title. So I think for us, it is kind of a must-win game. Every fan's looking on that game and saying, right, we need 3 points from this game.
Now, I said to the chaps earlier on our own preview, the last time that we beat you guys away from home in the league was in 1987-88. You think home advantage is a key thing for you guys?
That's a long time. Just keep it up. Keep that record going. It's a record's always made to be broken, aren't they? Yes, those things do sort of count in our favour, but I think at home we're very strong at the moment. We haven't, I say that we got beaten last game out by Chelsea. There's kind of some exceptional circumstances in that game when you're down to 10 men. But I just feel that now, as I said, there's a lot of Arsenal players coming back. You could possibly see, literally, apart from, say, Santi Cazorla, literally our strongest team out there. Because, as I said, Alexis Sanchez, Mesut Ozil, Francis Coquelin, they're all going to figure in that game, I think. You're going to have probably Theo Walcott or one of them guys may even have to be on the bench. So you're going to have a better bench, Joel Campbell. So I just think it's going to be a different type of game to the first game. I really do. I think it's going to be a lot different.
Do you think Wenger will be looking for revenge this time round?
Yeah, of course, obviously. 4-0. That was our worst defeat of the season. Humiliating. I remember I went down there on the day and I was always sort of thinking it's going to be a really tough game because we just haven't done well at St Mary's for a long time. So, but I was thinking maybe we get away with the minimum a draw. But to get the way we got smashed, that just hasn't happened to us this year. And it's really embarrassing. And I would have thought, that's all going to get brought up again over the next couple of days. Probably on Tuesday. Tomorrow's obviously the transfer window stuff, and that will be occupying people's mind. But on Tuesday, that's going to get bandied about. That it's going to get replayed. It was embarrassing. Wenger's going to want to bounce back for that for sure, and all the players.
And finally, can we get an early score prediction?
I'm going to go for Arsenal winning this by 2-0. I think, although I don't know if we keep a clean sheet when I think about it, because we have been a little ropey at the back past couple of games. But I don't know. I just think there's too much. We need this win so badly. I know that you guys have hit a little vein of form, and definitely can't disrespect Southampton. You've got a good manager. You've got very good players in that team as well, I think. When we played, you was having to bring like Tadic off the bench. And, last year when we played, he was like your best player. So we can't take it lightly, but I just think that we need this win so badly. Those players are so up for it. And as I said, I think the key thing for us at the moment is that there's all these players coming back. So there's not the injury thing in that. And we say Mesut Ozil, but actually the key player could actually be Alexis Sanchez, because when if he's on his day, no defence in the Premier League can live with him. And I just saw glimpses of him even on Saturday, where he's come back, took his goal really well, starting to look sharp. getting his fitness back. I'm feeling confident. I think we'll win the game.
I'm feeling confident as well, but I think it's going to be a tight game, either 1-1 or 2-1 Saints. Come on.
That doesn't sound confident. You're giving me two different scorelines. Yeah, that's not confident. Confident, you should be just reeling it off.
Well, it's going to be a real tight game. You know, it's going to be a midfield battle. It's going to be hard to break down both defenses. We've got Fraser Forster back in form. You know, hopefully he'll be tested and hopefully keep out a few shots and saves. You know, keep us in the game. Good
keeper, very good keeper. You guys got a good side. You know what? Southampton. I was kind of surprised when you guys were struggling because you've got a good team. I reckon it sounded like there were some little things behind the scenes going on. Koeman straightened it out a bit. That win against Man United was a great win, but as I said, we ain't Man United. I think we're a far better team than Manchester United this season. And I'm feeling that revenge is required. Required here, you know what I mean? Do you know what I was like driving home that night?
I don't want to imagine, mate.
It was horrible as well. Oh my God, I can't remember it. Nah, we need revenge.
Now, guys, thanks for watching. Let us know your thoughts in the comments below. Let us know your predictions. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe.
Yeah, and listen, by the way, right, you've got a nice channel there. I've watched some of your stuff. Very good work you're doing there. I see some proper Southampton fans on it as well. So yeah, keep up the good work. I like it.